What is up, comic fans? Welcome to the Legion of Comics. I'm Mark, and today we're going to be looking at my top 10 picks for this coming week's new comic book day. But before we do that, check this out. Shout out to the channel sponsor, Big Time Collectibles. Be sure to follow them at their website and on social media, and do not miss out on their exclusives. They're always dropping. They sponsor the monthly Legion Loot giveaway for the channel members, and we'll be drawing for that the first Sunday of this coming month. And if you need anything cleaner press, hit up our friend Justin over on Instagram. Let him know you found him via the channel, or hit him with the promo code We Are Legion and take advantage of the special offer for viewers of the channel. And shout out to the local comic shop and sponsor, the Augusta Book Exchange, the shop where I pick up all my books and have my whole life. Be sure to check them out if you're in the Augusta area, and also check out their Facebook page. The link is in the description below to all the channel sponsors, including Pop's Addicts. Like I said, this is the new comic book day top 10 list. But first, one more thing. If you have not already, be sure to go and enter the 2.5K giveaway. I've got some CGC slabs, some key comics, some figures. It's going to be a blast this coming Wednesday night at approximately 9 p.m. I'll be going live to do the whole celebration and draw the winners. So be sure to go hit up that video and then leave that comment in that comment section to be entered. All right, so top 10 list, here we go. There's some good stuff coming this week, some stuff I'm excited about. There's also a lot of stuff wrapping up, and that's starting with Batman issue number 135. This is the finale to Chip Zdarsky's second story arc. It's the Batman of Gotham. Be excited to get past this one. It didn't really land for me. It was well done. The story just wasn't that engaging or that exciting for me with Batman and going through the multiverse after the events of battling Failsafe in that first arc, and got to this world here where there wasn't a Batman, and he had to use the limited resources to become Batman and fight off the Red Mask there. No spoilers. I won't tell you who he is, but you already know without even having to think about it. Next up, Jeremy Adams' Flash number 798. This is the final couple issues of Jeremy Adams' run. It's going to be bittersweet watching it go. I'm sure it's going to go out with a bang here. The 1 minute war that he just wrapped up was phenomenal, and he just started this little kind of whimsical, fun, really fun little adventure here that takes place around the time of the previous annual that he did. And in this issue, we have Wally, Mr. Terrific, heading to space to save some lives. So I don't want to miss out on this one. And if Rob's Fat Sacks is out there, we got bubble helmets, man. Bubble helmets. So we're getting close to the end of this one. Next up, we are at the end of Batman and the Joker Deadly Duo. This is the Mark Silvestri Black Label title, and it's issue number 7 right here. Gorgeous book. Story left me wanting. It just kind of overly edgelord Batman story, but it's gorgeous, and we're getting that knockdown battle that we've been waiting for the whole time with this unsuspecting team up of Batman and the Joker, dealing with one of Joker's victims previously that's come back for revenge with this sinister plot that involves bringing people back from the dead with mad science. Just left us with Batman and the Joker in the sewers about to battle it out for the life of his friends. Let's see how it plays out. Next up, one I'm big excited for. We got the Dawn of the DC Adventures of Superman John Kent issue number 3. As you can see from the title, Injustice Saga rages on. It's really just getting kickstarted here. We saw how the events with Ultraman ended in that last issue. Dang. And we got introduced to the Injustice Superman. Now we get to see how John Kent interacts on the world of the Injustice characters and figure out why it is that everybody fears the symbol on his chest. We already know why. I wonder how John's going to take the news and how this is all going to play out. Definitely in for the ride on this one. Tom Taylor is crushing this story. Next up, this one I'm really big excited for. So I grew up being a huge Captain Marvel fan. He was my favorite DC character. And then they kind of turn him into the chump kid when he's in the form of Captain Marvel. And that makes zero sense to me. He's got the wisdom of Solomon. He's not a kid and a kid as Captain Marvel. Like he changes, like the Hulk changes. Billy Batson would change, but that's some stuff along with the rights issues and wanting to separate him from Superman. And, they just had to do different things. Can't even call him Captain Marvel anymore. But Mark Waid, who wrote Captain Marvel inside of the pages of Kingdom Come, is coming to this title with Dan Moore, the creative team behind World's Finest, and they're kind of bringing him back. So Mark Waid has spoken in interviews addressing some of these things, like the problem without him having a name and having his own agency and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to see if he can kind of tighten this character back up and make him more of a front runner versus just a goofy kid. I can't stand the goofy kid thing. So it looks like from the solicitation of this, they're going to be finding his own agency by his purpose, his mission, where like you know, the dark side's coming called Superman is what it said. If you have strange, mysterious monsters and wicked, wild stuff, say the name Shazam, and that's his thing. He's always had the whole mad scientists and the monsters and all that. So that's kind of on brand. So I'll be excited to see how they really set him out on his own and make him his own character and kind of bring him back to the forefront. And for God's sakes, give him a name. His name is not Shazam. That's the wizard. Give him a name. He has to have a name. This character will never work if you don't give him a name. It's that simple. Next up, and we're halfway through the list with that one. So number 6 on the list is going to be a free comic book day book. So this is the little promo for that here. If you have not already made plans, May 6th, 1 week from this coming Saturday or today, because this video is going to release on Saturday. So yeah, 1 week from today, Saturday, is free comic book day, the annual event that comic shops put on where they give away free comics to whoever comes in the door. All the publishers participate in it. The shops pay for these books and they give them away as a way to get people in the door. My shop, the Augusta Book Exchange, will be hosting a massive fun event. If you're in the Augusta area nearby, be sure to check it out. Swing through there. It's like a mini con. They have all kinds of awesome creators and stuff. Swing through, set up, and have all, man, it's just a blast. It is an absolute blast. But this title that DC is doing is giving us our first look at the upcoming event, Night Terror. So I'm excited about that. I'm not too thrilled about the release format of this event, but I'm really excited about the story itself. I think it's going to be really fun. We have like a death at the Hall of Justice of one of the oldest villains of the Justice League, and the new character, what was his name, Insomnia, that's playing with their minds and bringing their ultimate terrors to life, their worst nightmares. So I think it should be pretty fun. Fun's a weird word for it, but I'm looking forward to it. Next up, we have another final issue right here. Issue 5 from Peter David's Joe Fixit. This is another one of those Marvel throwback titles. It's a retro title. It literally takes place in the time era that he was doing the Hulk run with Joe Fixit. These books have been a blast. We've had like Silver Surfer Rebirth, Genis Vell, Captain Marvel, Joe Fixit, multiple Maestro series. And this Joe Fixit has been no exception. It's pretty much been him and Spider-Man against the Kingpin. You have a lot of Spider-Man rogues popping in and out. But I'm excited to see how this all plays out and looking forward to whatever they're going to do next, because I know that they're keeping these retro titles rolling. So if that's kind of your jam, if you enjoyed the 90s or the late 80s with comics, Marvel's really giving you something to pick up in that aspect. And it's really the only stuff that I'm thoroughly enjoying from Marvel outside of Punisher and Ghost Rider. That is until Philip Kennedy Johnson picks up Incredible Hulk for us. Next up, we have another finale with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover. This is issue number 5 of 5 here. Man, I can't get that to pop up. Issue number 5 of 5 here. And as you can see from the cover, we have Turtles in Ranger suits using the alternate dimension morphers. And we have Power Rangers that are going full mutant. It's been pretty wild. It's been pretty fun. You have Adam Parrott writing it, Dan Moore on the art. They're battling Krang in this one. You have Shredder working with them. So we'll see how it all plays out. At this point, it's just a fan service book, to be honest with you. It's not that engaging or crazy of a story. It's just, you know, they let the Power Rangers mutate. They give the Turtles morphers. It's all just fan service. But if you like the Turtles, if you like Power Rangers, it's definitely worth peeking inside of the pages and seeing if you're down for this one. Next up from the Master Tom King right here, we have Love Everlasting, issue number 7. I'm one issue behind on reading this one, still playing catch up. But from what I understand, the Game Changer issue was the last issue. So I don't have any kind of solicitations for this. But the concept of this story, it's like a romance horror story that's playing with your mind as the reader as well as the main character, where every time she falls in love, she resets in a different time and place around different people with no memory of her previous life. And then as she's going through this over and over again, she starts getting little pieces and memories of the previous lives, and she's trying to find a way to stop the cycle and figure out what's happening to her. It's wild. It's really cool. It's like Westworld on crack. I'm digging this a lot. I can't wait to dive into that issue and see what the big catch, the Game Changer is. And my good friend, New Guy Comics, Ryan, he's been telling me, because he's read this on Substack, which is numerous issues ahead, that Game Changer issue is everything. So I cannot wait. And the big boy for the week that I'm excited about, here we go. Here we go from Kyle Starks. We have Peacemaker Tries Hard, issue number 1 from DC Black Label. Oh boy, I can't wait for this. I cannot believe that it's taken this long to get a Peacemaker comic out after the smash success of that show. What a fun character. What a cool character. From what I understand from listening to the Bearded Comic Bros conversation with Kyle Starks over on his channel, this is supposed to have like the tone and the vibes of what we get from him portrayed by John Cena to a large degree. So I'm in for that. I think it adds a lot to the character. But man, I cannot wait. And it's Black Label on top of that, so I'm sure they're going to be leaning into all the antics. Definitely picking this one up. I cannot wait to read these and review these Sunday night on At Week's End, the spoiler-filled show that I do with some co-hosts and friends. Be sure to check that out. Come hang out. It's definitely a blast. If you want to know what my top pick for the week is going to be and why, be sure to check out the Comic Vets channel. I send him a video every week that he posts where him and I both give you one pick and tell you why we're excited about picking them up. So be sure to check him out for that. And as always, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're picking up, what you're excited about, what's not on my list that's on your list you think that I definitely should get that I don't have there. I might try to add it. My pool list is expanding. I added 8 titles to my list this past week at work or at the comic shop. As you can see, though, there's a handful that are ending, but with DC expanding their catalog right now this year with the Dawn of DC stuff, it's going to be hard for me to keep up with the time constraints that I have on reading. So, man, we'll see. I'm going to do my best. I will definitely do my best. I'm still playing catch up right now. But that's going to do it for this video. Be sure to go back, like I said, and enter the 2.5K subscriber giveaway. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And hit that join button. Become a member of the Legion. And until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.